Welcome to Dreamtale Sleep Stories. Tonight's reading is The Perfect Student. Settle into your bed or sofa and let your shoulders, jaw, and eyelids grow heavy. Inhale slowly, 1, 2, 3, and sigh the air away, allowing the day to fade into quiet dark. With every soft inhale, you invite fresh English phrases. With every gentle exhale, stray thoughts drift farther off. Behind my voice flows a gentle melody, renowned for guiding the mind toward deep relaxation. Keep your eyes closed or follow the captions, whichever feels right. Simply receive the rhythm and resonance of the language. Deep in rest, tonight's phrases will take root like seeds, ready to bloom into stronger English skills with the morning light. When you feel settled, hold that unhurried breath and allow yourself to drift into the tale. The Perfect Student begins now. And when the story's final line has faded, the music will linger a little longer, carrying you gently deeper into sleep. The Perfect Student. Alex Chen stepped through the grand entrance of St. Clair Academy, his worn sneakers squeaking against the polished marble floors. The prestigious private school looked like something from a movie. Tall columns, stained glass windows, and students walking in perfect formation between classes. Everything seemed too good to be true. "Welcome to St. Clair," said a warm voice behind him. Alex turned to see a girl with golden hair and bright blue eyes. She wore the school uniform perfectly, not a single wrinkle in sight. "I'm Sophia Matthews, Student Council President. You must be our new transfer student." Alex nodded, feeling suddenly self-conscious about his slightly wrinkled shirt. "Alex Chen, nice to meet you." "I'll show you around," Sophia said with a perfect smile. "Follow me." As they walked through the corridors, Alex noticed how other students seemed to move aside for Sophia. They smiled at her, but something in their eyes made him uncomfortable. It reminded him of how people looked at his strict math teacher back at his old school. Respect mixed with fear. "Here's your first classroom," Sophia announced, stopping in front of a door marked Advanced Literature. "Professor Williams is excellent. I'm sure you'll love his classes." The classroom was impressive, with high ceilings and walls lined with classic books. Students sat quietly at their desks, all wearing the same calm expression. When Sophia entered, they all turned to look at her with those same respectful but fearful eyes. "Class, this is Alex Chen, our new student," Sophia announced. "I trust you'll make him feel welcome." "Welcome, Alex," the students said in unison, their voices perfectly synchronized. Alex felt a chill run down his spine. At his old school, students never spoke in unison unless they were forced to. Professor Williams, a thin man with gray hair, smiled warmly at Alex. "Please take a seat next to Emma," he said, gesturing to an empty desk beside a girl with short brown hair and glasses. As Alex sat down, Emma whispered quietly, "Be careful what you say around here. The walls have ears." Before Alex could ask what she meant, Sophia appeared beside his desk. "I hope you're settling in well," she said sweetly. But Alex noticed how Emma tensed up when Sophia spoke. "Everything's great," Alex replied, though he wasn't entirely sure that was true. During lunch break, Alex sat alone in the cafeteria, observing his new classmates. The food was excellent. The facilities were modern. And yet, something felt wrong. Students spoke in hushed tones, constantly looking around, as if they were afraid of being overheard. "You look confused," said a voice. Alex looked up to see a tall boy with messy black hair approaching his table. "I'm David Park. Mind if I sit?" Alex nodded, grateful for some company. "This place is strange," he said quietly. David glanced around nervously before leaning closer. "You have no idea. This school used to be different. 3 years ago, when I first arrived, students actually laughed and had fun. Then Sophia became student council president." "What changed?" Alex asked. "She has this way of making people do what she wants," David explained. "It starts small, suggestions about studying harder, being more disciplined, but then it becomes something else. People who disagree with her, well, they either fall in line or they transfer to other schools." Alex remembered Emma's warning about walls having ears. "Are you sure it's safe to talk about this here?" "Probably not," David admitted. "But someone needs to warn you. Sophia's been asking about you since yesterday. She knows your academic records, your family background, even your hobbies. She's planning something." That afternoon, Alex had his first student council meeting. All transfer students were required to attend, Sophia had explained. The meeting room was elegant, with a long wooden table and portraits of former school presidents on the walls. "At St. Clair, we believe in excellence," Sophia began, standing at the head of the table. "Excellence in academics, in behavior, and in character. Our students are the best because they understand the importance of unity and discipline." Alex looked around the room. About 15 students sat at the table, all nodding along with Sophia's words. Their expressions were blank, almost robot-like. "Alex," Sophia said suddenly, fixing her bright blue eyes on him, "what do you think makes a perfect student?" The question felt like a trap, but Alex couldn't figure out why. "I guess someone who works hard and treats others kindly." Sophia's smile never wavered, but something cold flickered in her eyes. How wonderfully idealistic. But kindness without strength is weakness, don't you think? Sometimes we must make difficult decisions for the greater good. After the meeting, Alex felt more confused than ever. He found Emma in the library, studying alone at a corner table, surrounded by tall bookshelves. "Can we talk?" he asked quietly. Emma looked around nervously, then nodded toward a section of the library labeled Historical Archives. It was dusty and clearly rarely visited. "David warned you, didn't he?" Emma whispered once they were hidden among the old books. "About Sophia?" "Yes, but I don't understand what's really going on." Emma pulled out her phone and showed Alex a series of text messages. They were from various students, all saying similar things. "I think I should focus more on my studies. Maybe I was wrong to question the student council. Sophia really knows what's best for us." "These are from students who used to be my friends," Emma explained. "They all changed after having private meetings with Sophia. She calls them guidance sessions." Alex studied the messages. They all had the same tone, submissive, almost robotic. What happens in these sessions? Nobody talks about it afterward, Emma said. But they come out different, like they've been programmed. That's impossible, Alex said, though his voice lacked conviction. Emma showed him another photo on her phone. It was a group picture from 2 years ago, showing laughing students at a school festival. Look how happy everyone was. Now look around. When was the last time you saw someone genuinely smile in this school? Alex realized she was right. Even when students smiled, it looked forced, artificial. There's more, Emma continued. Students who refuse to have guidance sessions with Sophia start having problems. Their lockers get broken into. Their assignments disappear. Teachers suddenly become stricter with their grades. It's systematic harassment. Why haven't you reported this to the administration? Emma laughed bitterly. Sophia's father is the school's biggest donor. The principal treats her like his own daughter. Besides, she's too smart to leave obvious evidence. Over the next few days, Alex began to notice patterns that supported Emma's claims. Students walked through the halls like they were following invisible rules. Conversations stopped abruptly when Sophia appeared. Teachers praised her constantly, often in the exact same words. During his history class, Alex learned that Sophia had implemented something called the Excellence Program shortly after becoming student council president. The program supposedly helped struggling students improve their performance through personalized guidance. The Excellence Program has been tremendously successful, Professor Martinez explained. Our test scores have improved dramatically, and disciplinary problems have virtually disappeared. Alex raised his hand. What exactly does the program involve? One-on-one counseling sessions with trained student leaders, the professor replied. Sophia Matthews has been particularly effective in helping her peers reach their potential. After class, Alex found a note in his locker. Alex, I'd like to schedule a guidance session with you tomorrow after school. There's so much I can help you with. Sophia. Alex felt his stomach drop. This was exactly what Emma had warned him about. He found David and Emma in their usual hiding spot in the historical archives section. She wants to meet with me, Alex said, showing them the note. Don't go, Emma said immediately. Once you have a session with her, you won't be the same person. But if I refuse, she'll make my life miserable here, Alex pointed out. David ran his hands through his hair. I had a session with her last year. I can barely remember what happened, but afterward, I felt different. Like part of my mind was locked away. It took months to feel like myself again. How did you recover? Alex asked. I started writing everything down, David explained. My thoughts, my feelings, my memories. I think it helped me remember who I really was. Emma looked thoughtful. Maybe that's the answer. If Alex goes to the session, but finds a way to record what happens. Too risky, David said. Sophia is too smart. She'd detect any recording device. Alex had an idea. What if I don't try to record her? What if I just focus on remembering everything and write it down immediately afterward? It might work, Emma said slowly, but you'd have to be incredibly careful. If Sophia suspects you're trying to resist her influence. The next afternoon, Alex stood outside Sophia's private office in the student council building. The hallway was eerily quiet, and he realized he hadn't seen another student in this part of the building all day. He knocked on the door, and Sophia's voice called out sweetly, "Come in, Alex." The office was luxuriously decorated, with expensive furniture and certificates covering the walls. Sophia sat behind a large desk, looking like a young CEO. "Please, sit down," she said, gesturing to a comfortable chair across from her desk. "I'm so glad we finally have a chance to talk privately." Alex sat down, trying to appear relaxed while staying mentally alert. The chair was surprisingly comfortable, almost hypnotically so. "Tell me about your old school," Sophia said, leaning forward with apparent interest. "What did you like about it?" As Alex began to speak, he noticed Sophia's voice becoming more soothing, more rhythmic. She asked follow-up questions that seemed designed to make him relax and open up. The room was warm, and he found himself feeling drowsy. "You're very intelligent, Alex," Sophia said softly. "But intelligence without direction can be dangerous. Wouldn't you agree?" Alex felt himself nodding before he consciously decided to agree. Something was definitely wrong, but his thoughts felt fuzzy. "I can help you reach your true potential," Sophia continued. "All you need to do is trust me completely. Can you do that?" Warning bells went off in Alex's mind, but they seemed distant, muffled. He forced himself to think about Emma and David, about the robotic way the other students behaved. "I need to think about it," he managed to say. Sophia's expression didn't change, but Alex caught a flash of annoyance in her eyes. "Of course, take all the time you need. But remember, Alex, success requires sacrifice. Sometimes we must give up our childish need for independence in order to achieve greatness." When Alex left the office, his mind felt clearer, but he was shaken by how close he'd come to falling under Sophia's influence. He immediately went to his room and wrote down everything he could remember about the conversation. That evening, he met with Emma and David in the library. "She's using some kind of psychological manipulation," Alex reported. "The way she speaks, the setting, even the furniture, it's all designed to make people suggestible." "But how is she learning to do this?" Emma asked. "She's only 17. David looked grim. "Her father isn't just a donor to the school. He's a psychiatrist who specializes in behavioral modification. I think she's been learning from him." Alex felt pieces of the puzzle clicking together. That explains how she knows so much about manipulation techniques. But we still need proof. "There might be a way," Emma said slowly. "My cousin works in the IT department. She told me that all the guidance sessions are recorded for quality assurance purposes. The files are stored on Sophia's private computer." "So we need to access her computer," Alex said. "That's breaking and entering," David pointed out. "No, it's gathering evidence of psychological abuse," Emma corrected. "Besides, we're not stealing anything. We're just copying files that could help other students." They spent the next week carefully planning their approach. Emma's cousin provided them with Sophia's login schedule and the layout of the computer lab. David would act as a lookout, while Alex and Emma searched for the recorded sessions. On Friday evening, when most students were at the weekly assembly, they put their plan into action. The computer lab was dark and empty, just as they'd hoped. Emma quickly located Sophia's private computer and began searching through the files. "Found them," she whispered. "There are dozens of recordings." Alex plugged in a flash drive, while Emma copied the files. As the data transferred, they could hear Sophia's voice through the computer speakers, speaking in that same soothing, hypnotic tone. "That's it," David's voice came through their earpieces. "Someone's coming." They quickly finished the transfer and escaped through a side exit just as security guards entered the building. Back in Emma's dorm room, they began reviewing the recordings. What they found was even worse than they'd imagined. The sessions showed Sophia using sophisticated psychological techniques to break down students' resistance and rebuild their personalities according to her vision. "She's essentially brainwashing them," Alex said, feeling sick as he watched a recording of a confident student becoming submissive and robotic over the course of several sessions. "We have to expose this," Emma said firmly. "But how? Her father has influence over the administration, and these recordings were obtained illegally." Alex thought for a moment. What if we don't go to the administration? What if we go directly to the students? They decided to make copies of the most damning recordings and distribute them anonymously to students throughout the school. They also created a simple website where students could share their own experiences with Sophia's guidance sessions. The response was immediate and overwhelming. Students who had been living in fear finally had a platform to speak out. Parents began asking questions. Local news outlets picked up the story. Sophia, however, was far from defeated. She quickly identified Alex, Emma, and David as the source of the leak and launched a counterattack that was swift and vicious. Alex Chen is a troubled student with a history of making false accusations, she announced at an emergency school assembly. He's been spreading malicious lies about the excellence program because he's jealous of our school's success. She presented what appeared to be evidence of Alex's supposed troublemaking at his previous school, documents that looked official but felt fabricated to Alex. The recordings he claims to have obtained are either fake or taken completely out of context, Sophia continued. "I'm disappointed that some of you have been deceived by his manipulative campaign." But Sophia had made a crucial mistake. By attacking Alex so directly and aggressively, she revealed her true nature to the entire school. Students began to see through her perfect facade. "She's scared," Emma observed as they watched Sophia's presentation from the back of the auditorium. "She's losing control, and she knows it." Over the following days, more students came forward with their stories. The school board launched an investigation, and Sophia's father was questioned about his role in developing the psychological techniques his daughter had been using. The final confrontation came during what was supposed to be Sophia's last attempt to regain control. She called Alex to her office, claiming she wanted to apologize and clear the air. "You're very clever," she said as Alex entered. This time, her mask of perfection had slipped entirely. "But you don't understand what you've destroyed." "I understand perfectly," Alex replied. "You were using psychological manipulation to control other students. Sophia laughed, but there was no warmth in it. Control? I was helping them reach their potential. These students were weak, unfocused, wasting their talents. I gave them purpose, direction, excellence. You took away their free will. Free will is overrated, Sophia said coldly. Most people don't know what they really want. They need someone stronger to guide them. Alex realized that Sophia genuinely believed what she was saying. In her mind, she had been helping people by removing their ability to make independent choices. You're just like them, Alex said, sadly. You're not in control either. You're following programming from your father, aren't you? For the first time, Sophia's confident expression faltered. That's different. He taught me to be strong, to lead. He taught you to manipulate people. But did he ever teach you to form real friendships? To trust others? To admit when you're wrong? Sophia stared at him, and for a moment, Alex saw not a calculating manipulator, but a lonely, confused teenager who had been shaped by forces beyond her control. I thought I was helping, she said quietly. Maybe you thought you were, Alex agreed. But helping means respecting people's right to choose, even if they make mistakes. The investigation concluded with significant changes at St. Clair Academy. The excellence program was disbanded. New oversight measures were put in place, and several teachers who had enabled Sophia's behavior were transferred to other schools. Sophia herself was expelled, though Alex later heard she was receiving genuine psychological help to undo some of the conditioning she had received from her father. As for Alex, he found that exposing the truth had transformed him from an outsider into a trusted member of the school community. Students who had been living under Sophia's influence began to rediscover their individual personalities and interests. You know what the strangest part is? Emma said, as they sat in the cafeteria, watching students laugh and argue and express genuine emotions for the first time in months. The school really is excellent now, just not in the way Sophia intended. David nodded, looking around at the lively scene. Turns out, the perfect student isn't someone who never questions anything. It's someone who has the courage to question everything. Alex smiled, remembering his father's advice about trusting his instincts. Sometimes, the most important lessons came not from following rules, but from having the wisdom to know when those rules needed to be broken. The psychological battle was over, but Alex knew the lessons he'd learned about manipulation, influence, and the importance of independent thinking would stay with him for the rest of his life. St. Clair Academy, he had discovered that true strength came not from controlling others, but from helping them find the courage to think for themselves. As he looked around at his fellow students, no longer perfect, but genuinely happy, Alex realized that sometimes the best way to achieve excellence was to embrace the beautiful imperfection of being human.